Another response to this standard roundhouse kind of looping overhand right that you see on the streets. Keep in mind, this is an unpredictable punch because it can come from the pocket, it can come from some gesture like this, it can come out of nowhere, and it can come from any number of angles. That's why I'm saying concentrate on one singular defense to this kind of a punch. Even if he's right on the button and that fist is aiming right at your temple, your arm is going to absorb more of the punishment than your head will. Rule 1 in stand-up fighting, do not block with your head. Keeping in mind that this guy wants to kill you. So we want a standard response to looping outside punches. What we're going to do this time is analyze a scenario where you don't have room to get that side clinch. We're going to work with a throw in judo called soto makikomi. This throw is a winding throw, and all you're going to do is throw your arm over the top and then do a forward roll onto the ground. So uke comes with you, and then we're going to go through a mount drill that will lead you into full mount. Then the guy on the bottom is going to be holding you in a bear hug from the bottom. And we're going to show you one of the numerous ways to break that bear hug and get to a submission hold from that. It's complex kata, but as you put it together, you'll have a whole bunch of different tools that you can mix and match depending on your scenarios. So, first thing is to cover your ear block. I'm taking notes. He throws the punch. I cover my ear, but this time I'm blocked for some reason from getting my side clinch. So what I'm going to do this time is throw the arm over the top, step clear through, and roll. This brings the bad guy down on his back, and you'll recognize this as a side headlock, keisagatame. The way I like it, remember, is to put this elbow on the ground so he can't bite me. If he does, he gets a reminder. I've got control of this arm, but I can't do much in terms of putting this guy away from this position. So what I need to do is I need to shift my position in such a way to get into a full mount. So what I'm going to do now is reach over as I leg thread. Then I'm going to leg thread toward the back and come over the top. Keep the pieces of that in mind. What Uke is going to do this time is he's going to wrap his arms around my waist and try to hold on from the bottom. This can get exhausting, so I'm going to put my elbows in these nerves right here on his shoulders and push down. He's going to let go. At the same time, I'm going to bring this knee up, grab this wrist, and you'll recognize this as an urigarame, but since his hand's pointing down, it's a kimura. Now I'm going to suggest to this bad guy that he roll to your stomach, and I'm going to bring him up into a full hammer lock from behind. Okay, that's the sequence. We'll explore that in a minute. Okay, once again, Uke throws the punch. I step through, throw my arm over the top. I'm simply going to keep spinning and do a forward roll on this arm. This brings Uke down. I'm going to get my elbow between his head. I may grab my own pant leg just to stabilize. To go to finishing this, to get this guy in cuffs now, I've got to change mounts. I'm going to transition this arm first, and as I start my leg thread, I'm going to put this elbow in his neck. I've got pressure here, pressure down. If I see this arm, this fight's over, but we'll deal with that in another kata. Right now, I'm going to raise this knee in the back, shift this leg under it, come up into full mount. In this scenario, the bad guy's going to bear hug me from the bottom and try to hold on for dear life. I'll let him wear himself out, but if I don't want to spend too much time here, I'm going to put one elbow elbow in these nerves in his shoulder. The other elbow, and push down. He's going to let go. Once he breaks his grip, I'm going to raise this knee as I slide my hand down to his wrist. This is an Udigarami arm lock. You know what's coming. I'm going to go over the top, grab my own wrist. Once I have the lock secured, I'm going to gently suggest, in a loud voice, roll to your face, roll to your face, roll to your face, give me your other hand, give me your other hand. And now we have somebody in cuffs. This is where we want to wind up. Okay? Let's take a look at this from another angle or two so you get a feel for it. Field interview stance. Uke throws the punch. I block over his arm. I'm pulling him so his chest is in contact with my back. I'm just going to dive and do a forward roll. Uke comes down. I keep his head pressed away, but I don't want to stay here too long. I'm going to leg thread under to my cross mount, leg thread over to full mount. At this point, Uke starts holding on, holding on. I don't want to spend time here, so the elbow goes in right here and right here. Let's go. Snag the wrist, raise the knee. This puts his arm in a perfect position for your Kimura. Roll to your face, roll to your face. Click, click. Things are going the way they're supposed to. One more time so you can see it from the back. Field interview, throws the punch. Pull in tight, roll. Secure your Kesagatami. Cross mount, full mount. He grabs by the waist. Elbow in, push down. Bring the leg up, grab the wrist. Over the top, lock. Bring the hand back so he feels pressure. Drop this knee, open the other side. Roll to your face, roll to your face. Thank you, you're a nice person. Click, click. Complex kata with a lot of good elements. Make sure you pay attention to the details. These are the things you can mix and match into an effective fighting style when you find the things that really work for you.